And we're back. All right, messed with editing thumbnail, went and did a little bit of exercise, got up, moved around. Should I unlock Curse? Let's do it. Now that I can level beyond max, I should be able to kill things, right? Maybe? Who knows? So yeah, if you're just watching YouTube videos, move around. Moving around feels good. I don't do that nearly enough. I need to do it more. Plan is start going to the gym regularly. Again. All right. What do I want to do? Unlocks. I want level 20 in the mad... Oh, I was looking at ones that I completed. I don't need to do that. So 15 minutes with the new character gets me the whip. That would be good. But the new character isn't going to have a level 99. Survive 15 minutes in boss RASH. 100 entries in the collection. This sounds like the new whip, maybe. All right. I think I'm going to play as the new character. Let's do that. Start the game. New character. Zia Santu. Asantu starts with the cold whip. I'm assuming it's cold. Who knows? Gains might, projectile speed, duration, and area every level. All right, so this sounds like the new most broken character. There is a new challenge area. Distinguished guests. The moment we've all been itching for is finally here. Let's watch the survivors attempt this challenge of recycled assets. I like that. All right, let's do it. Arcana's on. Limit break on. Hurry mode, probably no, but hyper mode. We could do hyper mode. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, we got this. Okay. Let's start. No, go over. Okay, we'll just click it with the mouse. Bam! We're here. I have new things to look at. Not that one. Yes, that one. Duration continuously changes. Ooh. That's a lot of objects to shoot at me. I want them all. I think that might be most important. Game Killer. Halts XP gain. XP gems turn into exploding projectiles. All treasures contain at least 3 items. What? That actually sounds amazing because enemies scale with my level. That sounds so cheaty. Let's do it. Okay, so now, if I look at where things are, they're a little ways away, but not that far. We'd go get those. I have a super whip. Okay, but I can't actually get there. Okay, this might not have been the right... It doesn't go out of both sides of me. This might not have been the right time to halt the level ups. I need that chest. To get the chest, I have to kill this zombie eventually. To kill the zombie, I would like... Cherry bomb? Bone? Bone sounds good. Cherry bomb sounds okay. Give me that. Let's see how this does. Right, the XP explodes. What is this? Okay, if I stand on it, it spawns bosses for me, which can give me chests. I would like bosses. Let's explode some of these. Big explosion from a red gem? No. Okay. There is some food there. I could use that. Okay, some kind of questionable gameplay. I can't actually hit the ones on the outside. Let's get some more enemies. Hey, there's a chest. I need the things to zoom towards me. All cherry bombs is good. I was going to try and face them with the whip for a second. The whip goes off kind of slow. It really does. Super questionable tactics, but if I live long enough to get the thing where they all zoom towards me, then I might be okay. I think I just have to survive 15 minutes here, but I never level up. It's never going to give me the thing. Right. Okay. We're just gonna get all the stuff we need from chests. Won't ever give me new items. This is it. This is all we're getting. I should have taken more than the cherry bomb. I'm a genius. This was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Let's keep hitting these. What do I do after I've maxed out the cherry bomb? I get all the gold forever and ever. By which I mean very little gold, because I don't actually kill enemies. Hey, there's another chest. Cherry bomb is maxed. Now what? I should just leave, but I refuse. Okay. There's a devil there. And there's an old witch. A hag. Hey, we killed the devil pretty quick. 5 times chest with no items to upgrade. Let's go. If this could give me another Arcana, that would be brilliant. I would take it. No, just 5 bags of gold. That's cool. That's the next best thing. The joke's on these enemies, because while I don't have any weapons except Cherry Bomb and the Whip, they're all stuck at level 1. Okay, these werewolves have been here for a while, though. So joke's on them. Because I have a maxed level weapon. We have done it! Kind of. Alright, I need the thing that makes them zoom towards me. Yes, yes! It's not going to give me weapons, but it gives me everything that isn't a weapon. No! I hit discard! I was just holding the controller button. Which one did I get rid of? I think it was one that didn't matter much. That still sucked. I could have skipped the ones that just make enemies harder too if I wanted to. I don't want to. That's not what I want. I want everything. Oh, right, now I have to fight. But these things are stuck at level 1. I have to fight the cloaks. And I have fire. I think I'm only hitting 3 out of the 4. And this character stuff scales with level, and it's stuck at level 1. Right. Okay. Maybe not my best move ever. We got a dragon rooster and a whatever that thing's called. A beast. A mythical beast. Look at this. Chests are doing things. And all chests contain 3 items. I read that, and it processed in my mind. I'm learning to absorb the words that I read out loud. It's a useful skill. You guys should be proud of me. Alright. The cherry bombs are doing work. I'm glad I at least took the cherry bombs, but I wish I had taken more weapons once I realized I'm not going to get weapons from level ups. I was thinking I would still get new weapons from chests, which is definitely not the case. Okay, that claw is getting pretty massive. We get a magnet so that I can pick up the gems, which explode the enemies. while I'm running from these, can I look at the top left and figure out which one item I skipped? I skipped. There's two different symbols. One of them had death, one of them has a clock thing on it. Hourglass. I wonder what the difference between the hourglass and death is. There didn't seem to be much of a difference. Okay, I'm still looking top left to see if I can identify which one I passed. I passed on... See? Okay, I can't look top left. I have revives. I need to upgrade Tiragasu before it disappears. Not that I have any control over that. But that is a reason to pick up the chests. Okay. I really could have skipped on the items that don't do anything for me. I'm looking forward to playing this level without doing it stupidly. And it would make sense to lock my XP once I have all of my items, because I can get the level ups with chests. This is going surprisingly well. We killed that abomination with the 3 legs spiraling around it. I'm still looking top left a bit, but I don't want to die again. Because this time I would lose a Tiragasu charge, which I think means I would lose the item. Because I'm pretty sure I haven't leveled it up. Look at all these cherry bombs. Bam! Hit the timer. The hourglass. Hey, it's Death Amalgam. Amalgamation? The Death Trio. That looks like it would do a lot of damage, but not that much. Hey, I get another Arcana. I would like to heal more, but what are my other options? Duration would be pretty nice. Area. I'm trying to think, does duration really help though? I don't think so. Area could. Picking up coin bags from the floor could trigger. I think it's just the double healing. Let's do that. Because I'm going to be taking lots of damage from this death if it doesn't die quickly. I keep thinking that my whip is going to shoot out from the side, from the other side, and it doesn't. Okay, run from the cloaks. Fire breath! Tried getting some shots off. Okay, we killed death. That's good. That gets rid of a lot of the free damage I was taking. Okay, I need to heal back up. Ideally, I would hit these with some of the fire, but that didn't really happen. Okay, so now what? Now that I've killed death, I'm through like all of the elites except for these deaths. Blue death could be a problem here. I assume the others are going to run from me once they get weak. Green death does like a little zoom at me every once in a while, I think. From what I remember, that could be a problem. Blue death is slowly like reducing my area to run around in. But blue death can't run away either. I mean, it can, but only to the corner. Look at that. I actually... Oh, no. It can run away, but I can hit it. Okay, something happened there. Blue death died. All the deaths died. That feels... No! Some of the deaths are still alive. They're still here. Okay. No, not good. I have a revive. But still bad. I do have flamethrower, so I can survive for a minute. Tiragasu went away. Max health is good right now. These blow up enemies, which cause more crystals to form, which will blow up more enemies, which will cause more crystals to form. the perfect strategy. Except for once I run out of crystals. But assuming more enemies keep forming, and I keep sending crystals at them. Okay, don't get hit by the cloaks. I don't want to use up all these crystals, but I also do kind of. Okay, I got an egg. That means the cloaks are dying. Look at this. I'm a genius. We've survived through the cloaks. I don't want anything in the comments saying that I'm anything but a genius. Look at how brilliantly this is going. Now that the cloaks are gone, and there are plenty of gems on the ground, I'm like unstoppable. I'm just trying to build up the gems now. So I'm gonna hang out up here, let the gems build up, and if I get scared, I run to the gems. I should face my whip to the left at least. Maybe I have to go trigger more of those hourglass symbols, though. I haven't seen that in a while. Here, I'll just hang out here. This feels reasonable. I only have to survive 15 minutes in here. And 15 minutes with this character. It's happening. Done it. Level 1 strats were brilliant. I didn't need those yet. I definitely don't want the magnet. Okay, I changed my mind. I'm at 14 minutes. Okay, 3-headed dragons of death are death. All right, now we know what we're doing. So Game Killer. Game Killer did some decent damage. That was the gems. The whip only goes to level 1. So I do want the other whip, I think. Maybe. No achievements. We're going with this character again. We're going with the same area. Boss Rash. Let's do it. This time, I'm starting with the one that just makes things zoom to me. It's the tree. Tree of Life. Mad Grove. Mad Groove. Let's go. Maybe it was armor that I skipped last time? I think it could have been. As I skip it again. Okay, I'm taking some damage right now. I don't really want any of these, but Santa Water could be decent, actually. Okay, I changed my mind. Okay, and I really want Tiragasu, not Tiragasu, Clock Lancet and the other one. I don't want any of those. Clock Lancet is one that I wanted. I also want the Bible really badly. It's okay. I have whatever it's called, skips, banishes, all those things. Okay, let's back off. Hit these with the flamethrower for a second. They go away, that's fine. Can these be frozen? I don't think so. Right, gems no longer blow things up. Once I get my 5 weapons, I could go get some weapons from the merchant thing, too. That would be pretty awesome. Okay, I do want the whip as one of my weapons, I think. Let's hit escape. Let's look at the Grimoire. I don't know how to say that word. Falter Fire told me, and I immediately forgot. I do want the fire whip. Okay. Trying to actually hit things with this whip. It's like impossible. It's okay. Eventually we're gonna kill these. Hey, Clock Lancet's doing stuff. Okay, so it's hard to get level ups in here anyways. I'm only level 5. I need 3 more weapons as soon as possible so that next Arcana I can freeze my level. For super cheaty, but not as cheaty as last time strats. I think last time strats were brilliant. What? How come I never got to level up the whip last time? There is an argument for crown, kind of. But I think it's just the whip. Probably shouldn't have got that food yet. Okay, why did an exclamation mark pop up? I must have ran over the death spawn thing. Okay. I was only trying to bully that one because it was frozen. Once it's unfrozen, I no longer want to be a bully. I am a coward. Werewolf and a witch and a Medusa. All right, bracer sounds good. Fire breath. I missed my triple chests. It's okay, we're gonna get those back soonish. There are a limited number of chests in this, it seems. Pentagram. I wonder if Pentagram can kill the audience on the outside. Highly doubt it. Pentagram is interesting, though. I'm trying to think. Pentagram. Does it help me? It might. I'm gonna assume no. I think I'm gonna banish these. Effects last longer. Does seem good. King Bible is very good. Okay, I just need 2 more weapons. What 2 weapons do I want? I'm not sure yet. I'd like to get them soon. We're only at 3 minutes, though. Crown upgrade's okay. I do want the guns, but only if I get both, which is hard to do. No, because I want the whip. And it's going to be hard to get the whip and both guns. Give me Rune Tracer, because it does some damage. And then the whip, because the whip's good for healing, and it lets me transform, which might mean that I get an extra space. This plus this become a single thing. Also, okay, Clock Lancet plus this becomes something. I need Laurel. Laurel and the whip. So I need the whip first, then Laurel, which is going to be very hard to do. I guess I don't need Laurel, but I want it. Kind of the same with the whip. What happens if I get offered Laurel before the whip? I'll skip it. Okay, you guys didn't have to hit me like that. I feel like I got to this point sooner this time than last time. What's the difference between the right and the left? Let's go with that one. I feel like it has to be messing with time in some way. It has an hourglass. I need something that'll keep me safe. It's basically just Laurel. first the whip. The whip does keep me safe a bit, because it's a heal. This character does scale with level ups. That makes me second guess my whole strategy to freeze my levels. But the enemies scale with level ups too. I don't know, tough call. Could have been more luck there. Probably should have been, so that I could get 4 options more often. Plus, if I do skip the level, or if I do lock my level, I probably cannot get all these items maxed. And I can go beyond max. Don't lock the level, I think. Yeah, I talked myself out of locking the level. Just in time, too. Area up sounds good. Duration also sounds kind of good. Let's do area up. Give me the Bible. Should probably be getting that whip. Just that I am ready to transform it if I get the opportunity. With area up, this whip covers some space. I don't know if that frozen manticore, lion, whatever it's called thing, if it's able to move when frozen, or if it was just being pushed. I kind of assume it was just being pushed. Having that freeze in the bottom right feels good. I think that freeze even affects the cloaks. Ooh, there's a fire breath. I think I take the freeze, I go get the fire breath, and I put it on these. Getting that fire breath damage. I have to choose between the whip and Laurel. Let's assume that I'll get another chance at Laurel. We have lots of things to level up. Yeah, I should be getting luck. I really should. Because if I could get some 5x chests, that would make a huge difference. If I could get Santa Water upgraded, I could be melting these enemies a bit. Or at least feeling safer. But with area up and duration up, ooh, Santa Water will be insane. Okay, I like those chests. Run for the chests. At least one of them. No, I thought I had it. The whip or the bracer? Whip. Kind of surprised how many whip levels it gave me, considering all the items that I have. I didn't have them all the whole time. No, I did pretty much have them all the whole time. I wonder if the upgrades favor the starting item a little bit, or if that was just dumb luck. Feels like the odds of getting 8 upgrades on that one, even though you do see 3 to 4 options, it still feels like those odds should be pretty low. Okay, so death is a bit of a problem. If I could find another torch with the freeze combo, that would be really, really good. I kind of need to wait for both of them together, too. Just the freeze, I don't think I do enough damage to really kill it quickly. And just the torch, I can't... just the torch, I could maybe get some damage in. If I... The problem is, I'm level 21, so that death is like 21 times stronger, if I understand correctly, than a level 1 death would be. I believe. That might not be correct, though. Clock Lancet Crown. I could use a lot of level ups at this... Could I? Yes. So let's go Crown. Okay, weird that this time the deaths are showing up even though the death amalgam thing's still alive. Last time that didn't happen. So I must have done something to trigger them spawning. Probably stepping on whatever it's called. Okay, I'd rather not die. 3 times chest, let's go. Tiragasu, ooh. Double healing? Double healing sounds pretty good. Disco could be good. Area up also sounds good. Let's do double healing. Okay, that wasn't a gem. That was a fake gem. Armor up or Laurel once again. Or luck. Let's go with luck. Even though I think armor up could do a lot for me. Once I find this last weapon, I can go buy more weapons if I want to, but why would I do that? I can level my weapons beyond max. What was that sound? That sound was those things spawning, the fake gems. Okay, so I'm getting my butt kicked by this level. I'm doing worse than I was with my level 1 run. I need this chest. I need it to be a 5x. It was not a 5x. I would like to at least kill the cloaks. The cloaks should have spawned at level 1. This might be my last revive. I think it is. Not being able to kill that death amalgam thing was rough. Okay, I thought that I was already dead. I don't think Laurel's gonna save me. Because it'll just get popped and I'm dead anyways. I don't want to waste my gold on this stuff. We're dead? Interesting. Change every minute. I just want to read what everybody does. At least they're lucky. I already know that one. Starts with temporarily reduced area. And you start with a transformed garlic. You start with transformed magic wand. I still don't really know what the flowers do. They seem to heal enemies. I feel like that could be okay. I could take Papaya in there and just see if Papaya breaks things. This character seems better, but only if you're getting lots of level ups. Without level ups... Ooh. Demario actually seems best. Alright, next video, I'm going to try a couple different characters in that area and see if I can survive 15 minutes. Demario is my top choice. The next one would be Clarice, maybe? I don't think so, because the bonuses you get aren't great. I think it's this one. Yeah. All right, for now, that does it for this video. Thanks for watching.